it isn't a remake, it's about a group of idiots who want a remake.
We're more making fun of remakes of old films.
We've dreamed of making this movie ever since we were kids.
This was the first time that we actually got to work together for an extended amount of time, and that was really great.
So I was in danger of losing an ear, and I didn't care because I was like, this is a classic scene. So I said, put that floor on my back and let's shoot the scene as many times as we have to make a movie classic.
When we imagine adventure, outer space, or the deep ocean often come to mind. But for me, it's the Amazon jungle which inspires both awe and fear. The 1997 film Anaconda told the story of an expedition deep in the Amazon. The film topped the North American box office for 2 consecutive weeks and grossed more than $130 million worldwide. Now, 28 years later, the childhood nightmare is back, but with a twist. Sony Pictures is rebooting the classic for 2025 with 2 comedy legends, Paul Rudd and Jack Black. It looks like the scares are still there, but this time they are bringing the laughs too. Today, let's say hi to the stars.
Turn around! Oh! Stick it out! What the? Even white boys got the shout. What the hell is on my back? It's a long story! Run! Run, John, run!
Hi, Paul. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
It's a great pleasure to meet you guys.
Sure.
First off, this new Anaconda feels totally different from the original 1997 version. The first one was straight horror, but you guys are bringing a big comedy twist to it. How do you both view this creative shift, and what made you want to be this part of this film?
I think that the kind of the comedic shift is the thing that really appealed to both Jack and me. The fact that it isn't a remake, it's about a group of idiots who want a remake, or tell their version of it. And it seems as if the way to do that, you'd kind of have to take a bit of a funny approach to it. But the layers of meta comedy and horror, because it still has moments of horror in it and suspense, and it is tied to the original. It just seemed like a very original, unique movie. I hadn't ever read a script like this before.
What about Jack?
I do also love making fun of the motion picture industry because, you know, I love the business, and those jokes just really resonate for me because I've seen it up close and personal all these years, seeing all these actors that are so narcissistic. There's just so fun to make fun of that world. And also, the fact that Hollywood is so obsessed with remaking old films, even though we are kind of remaking an old film, we're more making fun of remakes of old films. So it's got many levels of humor for me.
Yeah, I noted that you two have worked together before, right? And so what new chemistry emerged this time between you two?
Oh yeah, well, you know, we have worked together before in the past, but only briefly. Yeah, and we've done little bits here and there, but this was the first time that we actually got to work together for an extended amount of time, and that was really great because I've always wanted to work with Jack, and that was a big part of the appeal for me too, to really get to spend time and work on the thing with him.
Yeah, me too. We've been in a mutual admiration club for years, for decades, since we were kids almost. I also have been a fan of his work off screen in theater. I saw him on Broadway in a Neil LaBute play called The Shape of Things, and I've always admired his acting, not just in comedy, but in straight drama as well. And so this is an opportunity to mix our sauces, because although we're both comedians in that world, we have different flavors, and I thought we could make a good goulash and
Sexy stew. Because
Yeah.
Jack also brings the rock star element to it too.
rock and roll.
Yeah. There are actors, this is the other thing, there are actors that can sing, there are actors that can play music, whatever, but there's not really a lot of actors who are actual musicians.
Yeah.
Like real, genuine, like real rock gods.
The irony
He
is
is-
you're actually better at playing guitar than I am. You actually can read and play. We were jamming together on set.
Yeah, but I'm a wannabe, and you're not. You are. You're
I
just
play with passion.
You do.
But I can't noodle like you are.
Yeah, but
You're actually a noodler.
But I'm one of those actors that plays guitar, as in an actor that can sit around and kind of just noodle enough that I enjoy it, but nobody else does.
So the sequel to Anaconda will probably be a musical. That's my feeling.
Jack, this question is for you. I remember there is a shot of you sprinting while carrying a big fat pig on your back in the official trailer. I'm wondering, was that a real pig? And how many takes did it take to finish that scene?
It was actually a boar, and yeah, it was a 150-pound boar, and it's very dangerous because their bite, they actually have like 1,000 pounds of pressure on their bite. So I was in danger of losing an ear, and I didn't care because I was like, this is a classic scene. This is the kind of scene that can change careers. So I said, put that boar on my back and let's shoot the scene as many times as we have to make a movie classic. The boar was not hurt in any way. In fact, the opposite. I was hurt very badly. It left horrible gashes and scratches on my back. I do have some wounds, stitches, scratches, and it's a small price to pay for a comedic scene, the likes of which will never be seen again.
Go, faster! It's that golf cart! What do you want, a Tokyo Drift?
China, please enjoy our movie Anaconda. It's coming to your theaters, and we hope you love it as much as we love making it. 谢谢。
谢谢。
下载闪电新闻，观看更多精彩视频。